so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall.
Salutations, Blockey Network. We've got more playoffs in store for us today. We've got the second game and maybe the third game of this New York versus Carolina matchup. I've got Greatness, Booty, and Mason. This is the star-studded lineup here. We're going to get into some, I guess, game analysis. I'll send it over to Booty first. New York, they got kind of destroyed. What happened that game?
So if you're watching the game, I mean, they were missing a lot of key players. I think they were missing Concord, Lewis the Goat, and yeah, I mean, their mental was kind of cooked. I mean, I heard Lenny Boo was pretty much deafened up after the first period of the game, but if they bounce back today, I think they could at least take it to 3. Maybe game 3 is going to be a little bit of a struggle. It kind of depends how they approach this game with, being down 0-1. Lenny Boo and Misty, known winners in 3v3 history, a lot of finals made, long playoff runs, a lot of presidents. So, I mean, I'm sure they'll come back from this, to at least take it to game 3 for this series.
Yeah, we'll see as their key players are here tonight, so we'll see how much of an impact that can lead to for Carolina. I did see Missia was crashing out last game. We're going to see if that carries over to this game and if he has a better or worse game. I'll send it over to Greatness. Now, what do you think these depth players can offer for this Phantoms team that they didn't have last game?
For this New York team, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the Phantoms. I think that they're going to offer a lot. I think that Glenny Boo and Missy are both going to be a lot more comfortable with their usual depth players on their line rather than some players that they maybe haven't played with all season. And I think the chemistry is really important, especially in these playoffs. So I'm looking at Lewis to Goat, Shug, who farted, maybe these players who you don't expect to score goals, but maybe get some important hits in that allow Glenny and Missy to take the puck up more into the offensive zone and have a real chance at scoring on this Carolina team.
Yeah, and Carolina on the other side of things, they looked pretty good that first game. They had not looked amazing towards the end of the latter half of the season, but that first game in the playoffs was good. I'll send it to Mason now. What do you think the key to their success was for that scoreline?
I mean, they just played their game. They didn't play down to their opponents, which is what I believe that they did a lot of times this season. Like against Montreal, they were going against a pretty weak lineup, and they lost that Montreal game. I believe against, who was it? Was it Philadelphia? I believe they lost to as well. I'm not too sure. But they played down to their opponents, and tonight, as long as they don't do that, and they play as 4 superstars as they are, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like both teams have got pretty much their full lineup, except no emotion in net for Phantoms. It might be Bagu, who, can be a very good keeper when called upon. We'll get into some predictions here, starting with Greatness.
I think New York is going to win 3-1.
All right, Booty.
I think the other one's kind of crazy. I think New York can take this 3-2, 2-1. I feel like it's going to be like a 1-goal kind of game.
I think Carolina got this with a 3-1 victory, and now Mason.
This is going to be the most scrappy, 1-0 win for Carolina, I think. It's going to be a dirty game.
Oh, sure. Dirty game, as Mason will be casting this game, so I'll be up there in the booth with him.
Thank you, Ben. As it seems like we got Pluds, Bots, and Camper, the usual first line for Carolina, up against the main lineup for New York City, Glenny Boo, Who Farted, and Lewis. Glenny Boo wins the draw, gets past Camper, has a step and has a shot, and that's going to bring off the near side post. Carolina can finally breathe. Glenny Boo with a potential shot in the slot. That one's going to go by. Who Farted now up against Pluds. Much better than, was it Boogie? Last game for Glenny Boo. Pluds trying to take a shot from deep. Gets swatted away by Glenny Boo. Camper now with a lot of space to work with here. Dumps it down towards Pluds. Pluds gets it through Glenny Boo, but Who Farted is there to support. Camper dumping this one down into the zone again. Carolina have played a lot of dump and chase this season. But with someone like Pluds on your line, that is completely okay. As we get the first line changes here from Carolina a little early than what we're used to. Concord now on the ice. Topridge is trying to find a pass towards Siffin, but finds Shug instead. Topridge is taking this one right off of Shug, going for a slot pass. Missia blocks it. And Moya's just going to dump this one out into the slot. And what is the goalie doing? Missa now going back the other way. Topridge is swatting it away. Concord now in the neutral zone up against Moya. one of the 7th man of the finalists this season for this Carolina team. Siffin and Misha fighting for it behind the net. Misha gets a great slot pass in towards Concord, and that one gets poked out towards the boards by Moya. Top Bridges now finds a slot pass, and that one's going to go all the way through, luckily for New York City. And just a whole lot of nothing so far. Carolina obviously getting the more offensive pressure right now. New York City unable to clear the puck past this Carolina team. Ben, what do they need to do to really, clear it out of their zone that they're not doing right now?
I mean, I think they just need to play the clearances a little bit better. I mean, there was literally Camper's first shift. He just kept P3ing it up, back, and I mean, it was literally just ping pong there. I mean, maybe a bit more control on where he's going to play those clearances so Pleds can get on the end of it.
Yep, and here's Pleds now. Glenny Boo gonna swat this one up towards Camper. Camper playing this one down towards Bots, who gets the one-timer, and that one's going to go wide. Glenny Boo now going back the other way. Has Camper to get through as well. Lewis the Goat going to be chasing this one. Lewis getting the better end of Camper here, but Pleds is there to support. Camper with a ton of space here to work with on the far side. Gets past Who Farted, but Who Farted recovers well enough for Glenny Boo to recover it in the corner. 3 minutes left here in the first, and there's the first shot of the game from Glenny Boo. Great shot there, Mimi. Able to recover that one well. Great glove. Siffin now. Gonna take this one behind. And it looks like there's gonna be a delayed penalty here on New York City, and I'm not sure for what.
It was Glenny Boo. He gave a back shot there to Siffin, which, a bit of a rough one because I think it was a little bit on top of the puck, but he literally did smack him and it sent him way behind the net. So it's rough, but I mean, no real complaints in chat, so I think they kind of know it was a penalty.
Yeah, and here's Misha and Shug on the penalty kill for Carolina. Good pullback, Top Ranges is on the goal line, and Bigu's not there to recover it, and Carolina opened the scoring in this game too. Siffin and Top Rages combined for the first goal of the game.
And now that's a Rocket Richard winning type of goal from Siffin there. Those are the type of goals he would score all the time, where he literally gets a P2 off a post abuse from a P3. Good face-off play from Carolina. This is kind of rough for New York. I mean, on that first line, they've been basically just sitting back and letting Camper take it up, so they're going to play maybe try to counter on that line. And then the second line, I haven't really got to see too much of yet, but I mean, look, they still have a chance. Early minutes in this game, so still doable.
Very unfortunate textbook kind of play there. New York with their backs and seasons against the wall now. Top Ranges great pullback to open up so much space for him on the boards here. Has to get past Missia as well. Top Ranges in the corner, going for a solo play out of the corner. Looks like a bit of a flick tech, cannot find it. Top Ranges still here, trying to get a shot off, and that one gets swatted behind the net by Shug. New York still struggling to clear it here. Out of their own defensive zone. Missia, tons of pullbacks. Top Ranges playing this one up towards Siffin. Missia dumping this one down, trying to find Concord, but Moya's is going to poke it right back up to Bloods. So many superstars for this New York team to worry about. Shug. Playing this one up towards Concord. Bloods is going to win it. Goes down the boards. Trying to find a slot pass towards Bots. Bots going to get a free puck there, and Bloods with a free shot in the slot, but he's going to whiff on that one. Lewis. Bots playing it into the slot. What is New York doing? Missed it, taking a little bit too long there in the slot, but luckily is able to recover it. New York looking very, very shaky here in the first period so far. And there's another big hit from Lewis. No call from the referee there. Bunny Boo. Playing this one into the slot, trying to find Lewis. Farty takes a shot from deep, and Mimi is just going to clear that one out towards the boards. Bunny Boo winning it in the corner, plays a pass in towards Lewis! And Lewis finds the back of the net, and New York answer very, very quickly.
Very good goal there from New York. I mean, that is the threat of Glenny Boo. I mean, you can't really leave him too far open in the corner because he can do some, nasty stuff from there. But then you also can't, commit really heavily in the corner because he's really good at getting it out and getting it towards the slot. And he finds that P3 in the corner, finds the P2 out. Camper just a bit indecisive whether to push early or not. And in the end, he kind of just caught in two minds. He can't really cover either of the options. And Lewis the Goat gets a P3, and New York is on the board.
A play that was probably not capable of happening last game because of the questionable depth that New York City were playing. Glenny finally having that comfort of someone he could trust in the slot. Glenny Boo trying to get past Top Regis as he plays this one down towards Siphon, who farted. Dumping this one up past Moya. Glenny Boo on the puck here. Who farted, dumping this one down towards the offensive zone. Who farted? Playing it towards the middle of the neutral zone. Glenny Boo still on it. Glenny Boo looking for a solo play out of the corner, but Moya does well to clear it away. She makes a quick line change here and there's a free shot in the slot for Misya, and that one gets saved by Mimi. Misya trying to find Glenny Boo. Or maybe go for a solo play himself. Glenny Boo with a shot saved by Mimi on the short side. And New York City finally racking up shots. Shot there from Misya gets blocked away by Pludz. Bots is on it now. Misya is still on it. And with 3 seconds left here, can New York potentially find another shot? No, they cannot. As we head into the first break of the evening, tied 1-1. I'll send it back up the desk. And Ben, what happened?
Yeah, we got a bit of a change in circumstances for these games. Carolina won that game, the first game massively, but now it looks like New York is in control. I'll set it to Booty. Why do you think New York is playing so well and in control here?
I mean, like I said, they got a lot of players back. This game kind of means something to them. Playoff experience players like Glenny Boo, Misya kind of stepping up here. Had that unfortunate goal, but I mean, they're doing a really good job and not kind of allowing shots for Bagu, missing their main goaltender Emotion right now, but they're also doing a really good job, of pressuring the lines that they need to, kind of playmaking where they need to. That slot's a really weak area for Carolina, I believe.
Yeah, I'll send it over to Greatness now. I mean, Carolina, they look a bit discombobulated out there. I've seen a few times where you've got 3 players all pushing the puck. What do you think's going on in there, and what do you think they got to change?
Yeah, I think that they might just not have estimated this New York team correctly after that first game. Maybe got a little bit too confident. Now they have to play more realistic. They can't all go for the puck. Have to go back to the fundamentals, play with a winger, a center, and a defender, and really play the puck into better positions. But I do think that the Carolina second line is playing better than the New York second line. But the New York first line is really giving the work right now.
Yeah, which is I think what we kind of seen, Glenny Boo's very good at that play style, going up against Plud's superstar on his line, but it seems like he's winning that matchup. And maybe on the other side of things, the New York second line is playing maybe a bit better, but still they're getting outshot. But I'll send it over lastly to Mason here. If this continues, do you think New York takes this game and maybe takes game 3 then?
Absolutely, Ben. Absolutely.
Wow, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, with how they're playing right now, I mean, game is tied, but Phantoms have the momentum. They look like the better team out there. Maybe a regroup from Carolina is needed, but I'll send it back up to Mason.
Thank you, Ben. As we are here for the second period puck drop. Glenny Boo and Pludz on the draw. Glenny Boo wins it yet again, but Pludz reads the pullback. As Who Farted now has some pressure from Pludz in the corner. Glenny Boo taking it up the boards. Camper going to dump this one down towards Bots, who gets a step on Lewis to go. Bots looking for a shot there, but gets swatted away by Glenny Boo, who gets potentially a step on Camper too, but Pludz recovers the play. Great two-way defense from him. Lewis trying to find a shot himself, but Mimi's going to glove that one down. Not even too sure what happened there, but puck somehow found its way back into the New York zone. Who Farted playing this one up towards Glenny Boo. Pludz, the free shot there. Unfortunate line change from New York City, but they're able to recover it well. Topper just taking a shot from deep. Shug good with the block. And Shug's going to kill some time here as his teammates make their way onto the ice. Missia now up against Siphon on the boards. Top Rages trying to get past Shug. Shug going to dump this one down towards Concord, who's up against Moya here. Concord looking for a nice solo play, but Siphon is there to dismantle the New York attack. Missia going to go all the way around with this one. Trying to get past Siphon and Top Rages. Not an easy task for Missia. Concord and Missia looking a little bunched here on the second line. Finds Siphon wide open on the far side, and he takes a shot near side, and he's going to find the back of the net for Carolina. And there's going to be an assist on the play for Moya as well. Great play from Carolina.
It's Mia cementing her seventh woman of the season. I mean, very good piece for this Carolina team. And that's, again, a misplay from this New York second line there. You got Missit and Concord both pressuring the puck there. Mia finds a really good P3 to the middle there. Siphon's wide open. And that's, textbook play from textbook Blockey there. Trust your defender, stay open in the middle, and get a P3 on the near side, which maybe Bagu wants that one back, but it's 2-1 for Carolina.
Yeah, this New York second line needs to be a little more careful on bunching. Else they're going to find themselves in more situations like that. And they don't want that with their second string goaltender in net. Gleniboo has a step on Camper, and he cannot find a shot on target there. Camper going to be lucky there. Gleniboo. Lewis now behind the net, trying to find a slot pass. Camper going to poke this one all the way out towards Who Farted. Who settles to go for it himself, but Floods is not going to let him do anything. That one. Gleniboo nearly finding an opportunity there, but Floods is going to go all the way the other way himself. Fortunately, gets dismantled again by Gleniboo. Gleniboo has Lewis in the slot, but this three-man Carolina defense is hard for him to get around, but he finds a shot anyways, and Mimi's going to swat that one away. Great save on the short side by Mimi.
Mimi, veteran goaltender, probably not seeing some of that hoodoo magic since, he hasn't, I don't remember how long he was retired for, but good save there from him on Gleniboo.
I think he stopped in season 24, if I'm not
okay, so he saw a little bit of Stan.
Yeah. Great shot there from New York. Finally, the second line putting on some sort of pressure, but Mimi's going to save that one routinely. Missinel has a big ask to clear it past Top Ridges and Siphon, hawking him down. And Top Ridges is not going to let him through. And here's Shug up against Top Ridges. Top Ridges nearly somehow finding a slot pass there. Some sort of delayed hit curve, but here's Missia. Siphon again, not letting Missia get any sort of room. And with Top Ridges on the forecheck, this New York second line needs some help. Shug now has Siphon on him. Siphon with a solo play as he goes for some sort of tech there, but no end product. Gonna end that one. Missia again getting swatted away by bots. Missia unable to clear this puck for New York as the main man on this line. Missia getting owned by bots in the corner. Found the slot pass, but there was no one home for Carolina. Gleniboo now up against bots. Gleniboo finding a shot, and that's going to be saved by Mimi on the far side. Gleniboo has Floods and bots on him. Gleniboo gets another weird shot there. Mimi's not going to let that one through. Here's Gleniboo now. Just dumping this one out into the offensive zone, trying to find Lewis the Goat. Camper. Trying to play it up to Floods, but Gleniboo is there to intercept the play. Here's Who Farted. Gleniboo up against Top Ridges and Siphon here. Well, yeah, dumping this one out towards top ridges. Who farted is there, ready for that. Lots of back and forth now between these two teams. No one can really find a comfortable possession. Boo up against top ridges. Boo getting the best of him here as he dumps this one into the offensive zone, and still Carolina's line stack is a little too much for this New York team to handle. They got to be careful for the next 30 seconds. Is missing now. Against top ridges, has Concord in the slot. New York dominating in the shot department right now, but unfortunately, Carolina were more lethal on their opportunities. Clinical. Shug. Dumping this one out towards Missa. Missa trying to find a one-time or two Concord. But still, this Carolina defense is just not letting Missa do absolutely anything. And it's all going to be played for in the third. Carolina heading into the second break of tonight, up 2-1. Take it away, Mr. Benjamin.
Yeah, it's a bit rough here for New York. I mean, look, they've got 9 shots, and they're losing the game to only 3 shots with 2 going in. It's a bit of a rough, I guess, performance, but they're still playing well. They've still got 1 period of hockey left to save their season chances here. I'll send it over to Greatness now. What do you think they got to change in this third, or do you think they just got to keep playing it? It'll eventually come.
I think that Glenny Boo is playing great right now. He just needs to not lose that confidence. He needs to keep playing with it because I think that he deserves a goal and he'll get it if he continues playing like that in this third period. I think Missia, Concord, and Shug really need to get it together though. They look like they're getting beat on that second line and sometimes they're just jumping over the puck. So I think they need to settle in and play like they have their lives on the line in this third period.
Yeah, some people know what it's like to play Blockey with your live on the line. I'm sure Booty knows all about that here. What do you think Carolina's got to do to hold down the fort here, prevent any chances going New York's way?
I would honestly say they really need to wake up on that first line. I feel like they've been losing to Glenny the whole time, and I feel like if it keeps up like this for a whole nother period, they'll potentially let up a goal, might go to overtime. But I feel like the second line's kind of doing their job, preventing shots, getting open, getting good looks. They're definitely winning the second line matchup right now. But yeah, I'd just say it like as long as the first line wakes up and kind of realizes they can play more defensive while their second line kind of just closes out the game. I mean, I feel like they have this in the bag.
Well, we will see if we're cursing them now, or does Carolina take this away? Lastly, Mason. I don't know. Any other thoughts?
I got nothing. I agree with you guys. This New York's second line needs to do something. That's literally it. Missa has not been able to clear the puck out of his zone for 12 minutes straight. Receiving total belt from this Carolina second line. He's got to change up something.
Yeah, we'll see.
What he's doing is not working.
Yeah, it's not really working. I mean, look, he's a good player. He's got a good supporting cast of Concord and Shug, but they're just not performing on that second line against the top Regis Sif and Mia trio, as Mason will get us underway for the third period.
Thank you, Ben. Floods and Glenny on the draw here for the third time. Bots up against Glenny. Floods. Glenny finds a pass over to Lewis, and there's going to be a shot, but it seems like it got pung away by Ploods. Big hit there in the corner. Glenny going for a solo play himself, and he's somehow still on it. Camper finally going to dump this one out towards Ploods. There's Who Farted in front of him. Floods nearly having a step on Who Farted there, but Who Farted recovers the play well. Glenny now. Dumping this one out towards Lewis. There's a shot, and he finds the back of the net. The New York City first line carrying this game through and through.
Well, I guess when Booty said they were missing their stars, I guess the star was Lewis the Goat there. And I mean, this is really poor from this first Carolina line. Look, you've been losing the matchup all time, or pretty much this whole game, and now you're making kind of risky steps, risky plays, not covering the guy across. It's like, if you know your line is losing the matchup, they got to just play smarter defensively. And to give up a goal like that, I'd say is pretty poor on their end. So New York levels up the game.
Absolutely, Ben. And seems like the first lines are still going to be out here. Let's see if New York can continue this momentum. Carolina have still yet to register a shot since their goal in the second period. Floods looking to change that. Camper going to dump this one down into the offensive zone. Who farted with a bit of space here as he whiffs on that one. One gets dumped out towards Lewis, who farted, trying to find Lewis. Bot's going to get the better of him this time. Bot's looking for a slot pass, but who farted does great to defend that one. And Mimi comes out of his net there to dismantle that play from New York. Shug finding Lewis, who has a shot, which I thought he was going to take, but instead looks for a deep pass towards Misya. Siffin into the slot, and there's no one home for Carolina. Misya. Gonna need a magical period from him if we want to find a game 3. Misya now. Trying to get past Top Bridges. Top Bridges doesn't even flinch, and Siffin's wide open on the far side, and he whiffs the shot! Carolina gonna want that one back. Instead of just pulling a P3, he decides to go for some sort of 5-hole tech. There's no end product. Moya dumping this one into the zone. Trying to find Siffin. Shug. Up against Siffin. Siffin gets the pullback and he looks for a shot, but Shug recovers it well. And again, New York struggling to find any sort of offensive pressure on the second line. Top Bridges. Shug has Concord, but he's going to whiff on the clear. Shug up towards Misya, who has Ploods right on him. Moya now. Oh, Bots is going to settle to take it all the way back himself. Ploods. Look at Glennybu on the boards here. One player you don't want to go against on the boards is Glennybu. Glennybu has a great move past Camper, and he gets a shot off himself. Mimi makes the save. Shots raining in favor, 11-3 in favor of New York. Ploods finding a shot, and that's going to ring off the far post. Carolina getting closer and closer. Ploods finding a shot himself. There's going to be nothing fine there. Bots. Glennybu. Dumping this one far side, trying to find who farted or Lewis. Cannot find either. Begu with an interesting drop. Bots is going to dump this one behind the net. Glennybu recovers it well. And with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here, you can feel the pressure rising in the stadium. Glennybu now has Concord ahead of him, has who farted on the far side. Who farted up against Camper here. Both Camper going for his questionable pull tech. The Camper special. Concord going back the other way, has Siffin and Top Bridges on him. Top Bridges dumping this one out towards Siffin. Misses there first. Misses up towards Concord. Away. Can Missia get a clear here for New York? Big hit on the play there. Benches are screaming. Big save there by Begu. On the P3 again, Begu with another save. New York second line. Still cannot do anything against this Carolina second line. Concord. Missia. Siffin and Top Bridges on a bit of a 2-on-1 there. Siffin takes a shot. He gets saved by Begu. This New York second line just needs to hold on for the first line to get back onto the ice. Shug finds Missia. Bots is gonna... Oh, Bots up against Glennybu and Shug. Glennybu gonna recover the puck himself. The man that's giving New York, or giving Carolina problems all so far. Can he make magic one more time? Camper. Glennybu. Lewis in the slot, looking for a potential hat trick. Bots is going to dump this one out into the offensive zone. Lewis. Against Bots behind the net. 20 seconds left before overtime. Big hit on the play there. Plud's looking for a slot pass. Not get past Glenny Boone with 10 seconds left. Will Carolina find anything? Seems like they won't, and we will be going to overtime. That's the final hit there. Gets blocked away by Lewis. And we got overtime for game 2. Take it back up to the desk.
Yeah, we have got overtime here. New York getting their goal there, but it honestly looked like they were holding on to things towards the end of the game. That Carolina second line was really putting in the work, making Bagu have to make a couple deep P3 saves here. Now that we go into overtime, Booty, what do you think's gonna happen here? Do you think New York's gonna take it still, or do you think Carolina might be winning this game?
I honestly have no real prediction here. I mean, it's kind of, that period was really back and forth, I feel like, between, both sides. New York getting the goal I expected them to get on the first line if, they didn't really lock in. And honestly, I can kind of see that being like a downfall here in overtime as well, especially, with the pressure on the Carolina players now, knowing that they did have a lead at one point. I feel like the first line definitely needs to realize they need to play more defense while the second line kind of just puts up the shots they've been putting up. But I do also want to say one thing. I feel like the shots aren't really showing the entire game. Like, I feel like Carolina's definitely applied a lot more pressure, and I feel like the shot total doesn't show the entire game right now.
Yes, Carolina definitely had some good pressure there. It was showing in that last kind of stretch of things. We'll send it over to Greatness. Who do you think is going to be the hero tonight?
Well, I'll tell you something interesting. Only 2 players have scored a goal in this game. It's Siffin and it's Luis de Goat. And both of them had a clear opportunity to have their 3rd goal for a hat trick, and they both whiffed on it. So I think it's going to be one of them to seal it in OT. I just can't tell you who it's going to be, though.
Well, we'll see. As Mason, you got any more thoughts about this game?
Missia needs to do something, man. I've never seen Missia get this, much pressure against him. He's looked like he's struggling.
I feel like a problem with the Missy line is kind of like, I feel like they're overcomplicating it. I mean, Moya's the other team's defender. I feel like they kind of definitely have to just pressure her, while Missy can kind of set up Concord for success to kind of, keep a forward check going. I feel like that'd just be a better way to apply pressure for this New York team.
Yeah,
and Chuck just needs to trust Missy more.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Going into overtime here, Mason, take it away.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. On paper, that second line with Missia has the better depth players. And what is New York doing? Oh, Shug stepping onto the ice. Seems like a bit of a confusing line change here for New York. Who farted having Wi-Fi issues, I think? Big hit on Shug's back there. And there's going to be a delayed penalty against Carolina.
Oh, that is not really what you want to see. And it's going to be Pluds, too. That's going to be really rough here. You're going to have still this first line out. I don't know. I mean, it looks like Carolina's going to put their second line out here with Siffin and Top Rages, but you're still going to have Glenny Boo out there. This is a very rough opportunity for Carolina.
Glenny Boo going to pull this back, looking for a shot himself. Top Rages and Siffin. Look like they want to kill this penalty. Let's see how Glenny Boo does against these two. Top Rages going to get it past both Glenny Boo and Who Farted. Trying to find Siffin on the far side. Siffin looking for a shot, and it gets swatted away at the last minute by Who Farted. Lewis. Who Farted going to keep this one in, and New York couldn't even find a single shot on target. Successful kill from Carolina. Great flick tech, and it's on the line, and it gets cleared away by Mimi. Siffin going to dump this one out, and it looks like it's going to be the Carolina first line up against the New York second line. We're going to see how Pluds fares against Missia. Missia now. Playing this one out towards Shug. Who has Pluds hawking him down. Shug going to dump this one up towards Concord. Who has Camper on him. Will this New York second line have a better matchup here? And vice versa. Will this Carolina first line look a little more like themselves up against this Missia line? Great pullback from Missia, who looks for a shooting lane. Pluds covers it. Coming forward with a great shine. It gets saved by Mimi. Concord finding Missia in the slot. But it blocked by Camper. Finally, some life from this second line of New York. Flood's going back the other way, has Shug right on him. Former championship teammates, these two. And it's in the slide for Bucks, and he ends the series!
Wow, what a fitting way to end the series. It's the bots Bloods connection, you know, maybe slowed down in the recent times, but they connect here, and it's a vital goal. And Carolina, you know, I think they got to go to Mimi there. He made a game-winning save, saving that goal-bound shot from Concord on the line, and Carolina go the other way, and they score. It's unfortunate for New York, but Carolina doing what they need to do, and they move on to the next round.
Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me.
Salutations, Blockey Sports Network. We've got the other series here, Philly Orlando. I think this rounds out the first round. Am I right or am I wrong? Is this the first round? All the first round games?
Yep.
Yes, it is the first round games. This is the last one. We're not going to play the full series. We're going to get the a warm up to what the series is going to be like. This is game 1 of possibly 3. We've got Philly versus Orlando here in Orlando, joined on the desk by Mason, Stan, and Willie. I'll send it over to Stan first. What do you look forward to in this series?
Well, I mean, both of these teams have really interesting players, like a lot of new players that are very mechanically heavy, and they have very good aim. So it's going to be a very interesting game. I think the puck's going to go absolutely everywhere this game. Obviously, Orlando having a crazy stacked lineup. Hopefully, they're all there, but they look really strong. You know, they have Packers, they have Mushy, they have Jail. I mean, they just have fantastic players that are really strong to play one-on-ones against, and obviously a great goaltender on both sides in Spooky Man and Panda Man. So it's going to be a very strong game. I'm very excited to watch this one.
Yeah, going on about those goaltenders, we've got one of our own on the desk here, Willie. I want you to go into depth. What do you think this goaltender matchup is going to bring? Both are very good goaltenders and have won stuff in the past.
But very true. I think, honestly, kind of going off what Sam V was saying, it's very young lines with very old goaltenders. They're not both captains, but kind of both people who have that old mentality and kind of lead the locker room. I mean, we both, like you said, they've both won things. They both know what it takes to win. I think they're going to be, like, if both of them can be the leaders to, take them through the next round.
As we'll see, I mean, this is going to be a very good goaltender matchup, which, I will say I don't think I've seen that much this season. I feel like goaltenders have been a little bit on the weaker side so far this season, but we've got 2 really great goaltenders in between the pipes tonight. How do you think that's going to affect the games? Do you think one goaltender is going to have to play way better, Mason, or a legacy game?
I mean, I'm expecting a legacy series from Panaman, because he's been ranked #1, I believe, since preseason. I don't think he has lost that spot. So we're gonna have to see if he's able to really claim a series as this big, like as big as this one for Philly. Or coming in a little underhanded.
Yeah, we'll see. I see a lot of the Orlando players actually on in time for the game. That means they mean business. Let's do some quick score predictions. Send it over to Willie first.
I got 4-1 Orlando.
All right, Stan.
Yeah, I got 5-1 Orlando.
I'm gonna say 3-2 Orlando overtime, and Mason.
I'm gonna say Philly 1-0, and we're gonna get a Diego goal.
Oh God. Well, he is the predictor. Let's see if that even happens. We're going to have some walkouts here. So I'll take it away, Mason, for these walkouts.
Thank you, Ben. First out onto the ice will be the Philadelphia Freedom. Home crowd not too fond of this team. And Philly fans in attendance tonight. And here come the Orlando Storm, the first seed in the South Division. Look strong all season long. Seems like they have figured out their internal issues. Have to see if they can really put it out onto the ice tonight. They've Shoulder XD still not going to be playing for this Orlando team. Could be a bit of a blow for them. But teams get their final warm-ups ready. Have to see who scores first. I believe that is going to dictate how the series goes. First is going to win this game. Who's my color? Is it Ben?
Yeah, I am your color commentator. That is going to be interesting. I'm going to see how this, Philly team can play. They've got really good depth, I'd say, but I guess on the other side of things, sometimes, I guess their just defense isn't amazing sometimes. They rely on Panaman a bit heavy, which I feel like that's going to be a big factor in this game. It will depend if Panaman can lock in between the pipes for this Philadelphia team. I mean, look, they've got really good shooters on that other team. You know, they got Booty from defense. They got Packers offensive forward. They got Mushy as well. So And I think it'll really be a Panda-Man matchup.
It definitely will be a bit of a Panda-Man matchup, and it seems like is that? No, never mind. All right, it seems like it's gonna be Packers and Dripski on the draw. Arden B and Mushy on the wing. Gonna be a tough one for Arden as Dripski wins it, trying to cut into the center. Arden, Diego now. Seems like there's going to be no ohLuvv in attendance here for Philadelphia, as Diego is going to be the main defenseman for Philadelphia tonight. Dripski taking out of the corner. Has to get past Vizzo. Mushy on the pullback. Gets swatted away by Diego. Great pass over to Arden B, who's going to go down the boards. Great pass into the slot, and Dripski's there, but Vizzo just swat that one away. Crazy delayed hit there. As this one gets slid all the way across ice towards Packers. Can he make something happen out of the corner here? No, he cannot. Dripski. Very, very annoying to play against. As DJ McCoy makes his way out into the ice for Philly. I don't know if he's played for Philadelphia this season yet. Ball gaze now. One of the players with the most improvement this season. As Storm also made his way back into the BHL this season. Booty now. Trying to find Doggin, but gets swatted away by Fallgaze. Quiet first minute and a half here in this first period. Booty's just going to slide this one all the way up to Doggin. Finds it goes all the way through. Doggin going for a pullback there. Swatted away by the Philadelphia defense. Hand me a Holic now up against Fallgaze. Booty here. DJ McCoy back up to Fallgaze. It gets dumped down in towards Booty. Lots of dumping back and forth between these teams. Booty now. Going for a bit of a play. Nothing of it though. Is now. Going for a solo play. Has some space to work with behind the net. As that one gets swatted away. Diego now. Gonna dump it. Diego's boot. Vizzo now, behind the net. Here, after the first half, basically, of this first period. Great pullback, Arden B with a shot! And that one gets... Could have been a lot more dangerous than we thought. As Dripski now looking for a pullback the boards into a shot. Cannot find anything. Vizzo. In the net. Behind the net. As Packers has a lot of space to work with here. Early line changes here for... If I'm lagging, Ben, do you want to take over? I can try fixing it.
I mean, give me a second. You're not really lagging right now. I can still hear you.
Oh.
I don't know if maybe
Okay.
you're just... No, but I mean, I will say it's been kind of a slowish game so far. I feel like the longer this goes unscored, I feel like that's probably better for Philly. I didn't realize that they didn't have ohLuvv for this game. That is a very big loss. There's been a very good defender on that first line, and now you're forcing somebody like Diego, who, you know, it's a good player to have to play in this matchup, which, you know, a little bit rough, but so far, no goals for them, so not bad.
I asked you to take over, Ben, but it's
Oh,
fine.
you want me
Booty
to-
now
are
taking
you-
it down the boards. Well, I was just going to go try fixing it, but it's fine. DJ McCoy now behind the net, topping this one up, trying to find Fallgaze. Orlando putting on this relentless pressure. Both goaltenders made their first saves of the evening. Hamia Holic trying to find anyone in the slot. No one home for Orlando. Fallgaze trying to get past Booty. Storm. Up against Doggin. Doggen plays a great pass to Hamiaholic, and that's going to be a save by Panaman on the short side. Booty now taking it down the boards up against DJ McCoy. Huge experience gap between these two. But he's been able to keep Booty quiet all night. Great pass in the slot. That one's going to go all the way across. Very, very quick. Very hard to react to. Doggen in towards Booty. No shot there. Shot there from Wad, and that one gets saved by Panaman. Dripsky. Dripsky has a step on Wad. Has to get through Packers now. That's the problem with this first line on Orlando. You get past one of the top superstars in the league, you have to get past another. Get past both of them, you have to go against Vizzo, who's had a great season so far. Arden B now. Great pass into the slot, but there's no one there. Dripsky well aware of the danger that this Orlando line can do. Gonna play patient for a chance. Lots of back and forth in the neutral zone here. Booty. Diego up against Packers in the corner. Diego doing a great job at keeping Packers in the corner as he's trying to find Falgaze. Diego trying to find Falgaze, and I believe that is going to do it. 3 seconds left. Very, very quiet first period out of these two teams as we remain level heading into the break. Let's take it back up to the desk. And, Sammy, what did we see in that first period?
Well, we didn't see too much. I mean, there was some shots, but it was kind of slow. I'll send it over to Stan V. Who do you think this favors right now?
I mean, you can just tell from the depth that Orlando has and the way they're putting pressure on the game that it's pretty hard for Philly to really get anything going. I mean, if you put it roster for roster, like Orlando just clears it by a long shot. But obviously, there's players that you shouldn't write out on this team for Philly, and they can definitely hold it down. They have a pretty defensively solid team. So yeah, they really have to just play off of counters or misplays or unfortunate moments from Orlando. But it's going to be a slippery slope, especially if it keeps going like this, because I mean, you can just tell kind of the pressure from Orlando is quite hard to contain.
I'll send it over to Willie. Now, how do you think Philly breaks out of this pressure, get some offense going, and take this game?
I really truly, I think it's got to be the second line. I think the first line kind of just gets mogged by Orlando's first line. So, but I think if they're able to find some sort of cross pass, just open ice, some sort of mistake by the defender, they can get a shot off and score.
And I'll send it over to Mason last. How do you think that first line for Philly is doing? No ohLuvv tonight with a big loss for them, but they seem to be holding down the fort so far.
Seems like they're doing a great job at trying to just neutralize the amount of pressure that Pandaman gets. I mean, that first line, I believe, only got one shot together against Pandaman so far. And I mean, to score against him, you're going to need a lot more than that. So we're going to have to see if Orlando changes up, the offensive approach in this second period, or if Philadelphia are going to be able to somehow find a goal. Arden B, that's all it takes. We saw Arden B get a golden opportunity at net there, but unfortunately did not have any end product. So we're going to have to see if they get one of those, they got to convert it.
Yes, this game is still truly alive for Philly. Even though they've got no ohLuvv, they look like they're not terrible out there. They look like they're decent. They're mitigating that threat of Orlando pretty well. Mason, take it away.
Thank you, Ben. Packers wins the draw, and he tries to get through Diego. Diego gets a great ping there to swat Packers away. Arden up against Vizzo. Has no one cross ice. Fortunately, it would just be Arden alone as they bunch up a little bit here. Dripsky trying to go down the boards. Dripsky takes a shot from outside. Gets swatted away by Vizzo, I believe. Great ping from him there. Who has to get past Arden here. Packers now going back the other way up against Dripsky in the corner. Dripsky. Packers gets a great pullback. Diego is there in support. But he bites on that one, and Panaman bails out Philadelphia once once again right here. Gypsy now trying to find Arden cross, but there is no one home for that pass. As the second line for Philadelphia is here. Again, another cross ice pass. There is no one there for Philadelphia. Anticipating these passes that they're not available for. Booty now. Going up the boards himself. All gaze. And back the other way. Up against ohLuvv, who just dumps it down at the offensive zone. More dump and chase for this Orlando team. Might work in their case, as I believe the stars for Orlando are just so much better than the depth from Philly. All gaze. Gonna keep Jail in the corner, neutralize any offensive threat that they had. All gaze. Looking for some sort of attack, and Panaman gonna glove that one down. And it seems like everything that Fall Gaze is trying to do to get past Booty, he cannot.
Yeah, as Panaman gloves that one, holds it. I mean, a little bit risky there from Falgaze doing that curve kind of right in front of your net, but he gets away with that one.
Yeah, Packers looking for a shot right off the draw. It gets blocked away by Diego. Philadelphia here with only one shot. Arden B against Packers. Packers going to ping that one. And here's Vizzo now. Packers going for something a little more solo. But Tripsky is going to end that threat. Tripsky still on it, giving Vizzo some problems on the clear here. As he settles for a shot himself, but no shooting lane there with Packers in defense. Spooky Mount against Vizzo behind the net. Great ping from Arden B, who has a shot, and it's saved on the short side by Spooky Mount. And again, Arden B with another shot, blocked away. Dripsky in the slot, and he takes the back of the net. Philadelphia get their one.
Oh my God, and what a crucial goal that is from Philly. That was a good string of offensive plays there. Get some deep P3s, just put some pressure on Spooky's Mount's net. P3 there from deep. Arden B recovers it well and hits a great pass across, but even a better finish there from Drips. He had to turn around, get that P3, finds the far side of the net, and this is a monumental lead for Philly. I mean, look, they've got the goal they needed. Now they just got to play discipline and play through this game, and they can walk away with a win in game one.
Incredible goal from Philly there, and Ben, that's what I was saying on the desk. All it takes is that one opportunity, and they found their one. They've been playing some great defense all season long, or all game long, sorry, not season. All gaze. Up against Booty in the corner. ohLuvv up against McCoy. Booty now. Trying to find a shot. Gets pung away by Panaman. ohLuvv. CJ McCoy dumping this one up towards Fallgaze. Booty trying to take a shot. Saved by Panaman on the short side. Comfortable glove from him. As Philadelphia now go back the other way. CJ McCoy up towards Fallgaze. Fallgaze now. Doggin. ohLuvv. Storm dumping this one into the slot. Doggin is there first. And Fallgaze with a bit of open ice behind the back of the net. Can he make something happen? Has two Orlando defenders chasing him down. Booty's going to take this one first. Storm. Spooky Mount with a bit of a misplay there. Unfortunately, nothing to be made of it from Philadelphia. Dripsky. Fallgaze up to Diego up to Dripsky, who has a shot from deep, and Spooky Mount makes the save. Philadelphia looking much better right now. Finding their chances where they can, taking their shooting lanes when they have them. Diego up against Packers. Diego Giving Packers problems here in the corner. Not letting him have any sort of comfort. Diego now up against Packers again. Packers trying to find a slot pass towards Wad. Packers still on it. Seems like every time he's on the puck, there's 2 Philadelphia men just on it, which is what they should be doing. Another big hit there on the play. No call from the referee. Bunch of pings here in the neutral zone. Hanneman's going to ping that one away. He's going to glove that one down and hold it. And with 30 seconds left here, Ben, seems like they could shut out Orlando yet again in the second.
I mean, it might look like it. I mean, they've been getting good chances. I mean, Dripsky had that pullback P3 chance. I mean, look, if they keep getting chances like that and they hold down defensively, this game could be theirs.
Falgaze taking it behind the net. Falgaze taking it all the way around. Swats the puck away from Packers, giving him Falgaze problems now, and Wad finds the equalizer. And unfortunately, if there's one place where you're not safe from Orlando, it is the slot, especially if Wad is there. And Orlando equalize.
That is a very unfortunate goal, but I mean, look, Falgaze tried to do a play behind the net. He misses it. You can't really give this Orlando team chances there if they get the slot pass. I mean, defensively, I don't really think any of these players really are good at slot, against really good slot players like Mushy there. They kind of have to go for the crit in the slot if you want to get your hit over for hit priority. None of them do that. Mushy, very good at hitting those, just hits that past Panaman who can only just sit there and watch, and Orlando get on the board here.
Bit of hollering between these two benches. Orlando not too thrilled with the fact that Philadelphia are not playing too much offense, just kind of trying to park the bus a little too early. Fortunately, there's a whole nother period left to be played as Booty now looks for another pass into the slot. Can Orlando find another one before the end of the period? Great glove there by Pandaman. And Dripsky is going to pull that one back. And with 2 seconds left, that is going to do it. Both teams finding themselves a goal on the score sheet before the next break. Let's send it back up the desk.
Yeah, definitely an interesting period. Philly got the go-ahead goal. We thought, oh my God, Philly scored. Maybe they can win this game. They still played well. They got chances, but Orlando equalizing the game, a mushy slot goal. Send it over to Stan here first. I mean, Philly not playing bad, but with that Orlando goal, do you think the momentum shifts back into their favor?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you'd hoped or expected as an Orlando fan here, that, those floodgates start to open as soon as that first goal goes in, and then that really surprise goal there from Dripsky. I mean, you really can't count him out. He's been playing a lot better, playing a lot more fundamentally recently, and definitely shows that he's improved a lot on that aspect. But now that they finally got that goal in Orlando, I mean, surely the floodgates might start opening here for Orlando, as they've been putting relentless pressure near the end of the period, and definitely have momentum in their favor.
Yeah, this is a bit of relentless pressure here. Willie, with relentless pressure, how much does it mean to have a goaltender behind you that can make those saves like Panaman?
It means a lot. I mean, I don't know from a defender's perspective, but I feel like if you slip up, you make a mistake as you do, that someone's out there behind you to bail you out most of the time. Like, it feels pretty good. You can maybe get a little more aggressive and go for things you wouldn't normally go for, because you feel pretty safe that if you mess it up, that the person behind you is going to be there for you and have your back.
Back to you, Willie, about goaltending. I know you might experience this. Do you think it's better or worse to have a lot of shots on you to stay warm in the game? Because Spooky Mounty's gotten one or two decent shots, but you think if they get another random shot, he might not be ready for it?
Honestly, I think it comes down to quality. Like, you can face a lot of bad shots and still kind of be checked out. But if you face like one or two really good high pressure shots, you kind of stay locked in. And I feel like he has faced that, so I think he's always going to have that kind of competitive edge for the rest of the period.
Yeah, we'll see as we go into the third here. I'll send it back up to Mason. Maybe in overtime for us in game one, maybe not. We will see.
We will just have to wait and see, indeed, Ben, as we go down, or potentially the final puck drop of regulation. Dripsky. Diego now. Up towards Dripsky. Packers looking for a shot from outside. Panaman's going to glove that one down comfortably. Just one thing he will do. It'll be make all those comfortable saves. It's a routine. Dripski. Taking it all the way around behind the net. Packers recovers the play well. Looking for a potential pass towards Mushy. Instead finds the way of Dripski. Great move there from Packers to get Dripski away, and Diego is there. Packers in the corner trying to make something happen. Or Philadelphia definitely missing the presence of ohLuvv. Packers now. Or Wad, sorry. Hard to be. Another step. Plays a pass over to Falkies! And on the one-timer, it's off the post! Philadelphia still, despite always being in the defensive zone, knock on Orlando's door. Let them know that they are there offensively. Falkies looking for a cross-ice pass towards Storm. Nothing there. Booty trying to QB up a play. Storm takes a shot from outside. Falkies. Booty now. Booty. Gets swatted away by Storm, who has Falkies wide open in the slot, but unfortunately, Philadelphia cannot find the slot pass in time before Doggen is there to recover. Falkies. Booty looking for a shot, and that's going to be on the near side, and Panaman makes a great glove save. He's just always ready for these shots, doing what Panaman does. Storm now. Storm dumping this one down into the offensive zone. Booty's there to recover the play. He's very, very low on stamina. About to be on 13 stamina as he's in the offensive zone of Philadelphia. Booty getting a great slot pass across, but unfortunately he goes too far as Ardenby plays this one out towards Dripski. Vizzo does a great job neutralizing that threat. Ardenby. Packers, great pullback against Arden. Still trying to go all the way himself, but unfortunately cannot do so. Philadelphia doing a great job at keeping him quiet since that play in the second. Dripski. Diego over towards Ardenby, who cannot forget the one-timer. This one gets swatted away by Wad. Wad takes a shot from deep, and Pandaman's not going to glove that one. And Orlando get their second and find their first lead of tonight.
That's a crucial goal there from Orlando. Nice play from Mushy there. He played patient on the boards against Ardenby, who bit really heavily on that. And Mushy just waited for the P3, gets it by, gets a lot of space, goes for that deep, quick P3, which, you know, for how Panaman's been playing, that one's a little bit rough to give up. It's still a well-played shot, but, you know, a goalie of Panaman's caliber, he'd really want that one back as it was pretty deep. But Orlando get their first lead of the game here. We'll see if they're able to hold on to it.
Indeed. With 2 minutes and 43 seconds left remaining, we're just going to have to see if we're going to see a different Philadelphia than what we've seen in the last 2 minutes. Seems like they still were just playing for overtime. And Panaman, Doggen ran away. He turned his head. And the puck did not go in. Shot saved by Panaman. As he's going to hold this one.
Oh my, that might be the most aura loss I've ever seen. That's like that one gif of the guy shooting the three-pointer, and then he turns away and it gets hit out of the rim. I mean, you know, he thought he scored it, he ran away, and Panaman makes a crazy clearance off the line, just hit it away.
That's a clear example of never give up on the play until the referee blows that whistle, Ben. As Storm now up against Hamiaholic. Falgaze trying to find a shot, cannot get one. Falgaze. Storm trying to find Falgaze on the one-timer. Doggen is there first. Falgaze out of the corner, trying to make something happen. As he finds a pass towards Storm, but Booty is there ready for it. Big hit on the play there. Referee not going to make a call. Diego going to dive in on this one. Bit of a dangerous pinch, but Fallgaze is there. Bail him out. And with this Orlando line stack on the ice, Packers now with a wide open opportunity, and he is not going to miss that one. The main man for Orlando, been doing it all season long. Doubles the lead for Orlando.
Yeah, and I feel like that might be the game there. Orlando now showing their teeth a little bit, showing their offensive prowess there. A nice scoop there to the middle by Packers. A bit of a misplay from Diego, who just held very hard on the boards there, and Packers just able to drive towards the middle, and not too much Panaman can do there, as you know he's just kind of faced one-on-one with one of the greatest offensive players in this time in Blockey. But they're going to time out here to get a line stack out and hopefully get a goal back.
And Ben, I'm not too sure if this timeout call was the right decision for Philadelphia. I understand they want to get their best skaters out, but I mean, against this Orlando line stack, is it really the best idea?
I mean, they have to try something here. I don't know if they didn't time out, they'd still have some players, but I don't know if they could score. I mean, at least with this line, they can get Falgaze playing a bit farther forward. I mean, I guess Dripsky on defense is still a little bit odd. I mean, he's not really a defender, but...
R&B going to crouch on the FO, and Fallgaze gets a shot there. Wait, they're still on it? But Packers eventually swats it out. Fallgaze dumping this one into the slot. Fallgaze with some room looks for a curve, and Booty is there to clear it away. Packers is going back the other way. And seems like Philadelphia are pulling this early, and Packers just gets a wide open Michigan. Great finish from him, very clinical. But unfortunately, this is going to be the end of Philadelphia for tonight.
I mean, that's just a nice goal there from Bushy. I mean, he gets hit there. Well, he hits it behind the net, and you're thinking, oh, maybe the chance is gone. But, he makes that look very easy to just get that Michigan there past Storm, get Orlando's fourth of the game. I mean, 17 shots to 6. Yes, in the end, they get the win. Maybe not the start they wanted, but maybe they can take, the good stuff that they had towards the end of this game into Game 2, and maybe a Game 3 if Philly somehow are able to win that.
And the great pass play off the draw here from Orlando. Looking for a fifth. Just to carry all that momentum into the next game. I believe which happens on Tuesday night. Fallgaze trying to get past Mushy. Dripsky finds a great pass into Storm, who has a shot, and Spooky Mount's going to save that one. Great shot there from Fallgaze, but it gets again saved by Spooky Mount. With 30 seconds left here, it's just going to be a bit of a burner. Storm now. Storm. Fallgaze with a shot, and he finds the back of the net. Philadelphia get their second.
I mean, that was a really nice finish there from Fallgaze. That was a tough one, too. Crits that near side, kind of sneaks in on the near post there. Orlando just not really able to defend that. I mean, that's like a really hard play to block. I mean, you kind of either have to be pre-shifting on that one or you just have to get the ping earlier. But Falgaze flicking on that one, getting Philly second of the game. I mean, look, what Philly can take away from this game is, no ohLuvv, and they're still taking this Orlando team to the wire. I mean, look, yes, they did score 4. I mean, one there was an open net, but they've gotten 2 goals, and with ohLuvv, you can only expect it to get only better.
With 25 seconds left here, can we get anything else out of this Philadelphia team just to get anything? Great shot there from Booty in the slot. 15 seconds left. Dripsky looking for a potential P3 there. Booty now. Shot saved by Panaman. And Fallgaze. And that is going to do it for Game 1. Orlando going to pick up the win here at home. And that is going to do it for the BHL playoffs tonight. We have 2 games left between this series, potentially. 1 more if Orlando win the next game. Round 2 right on the horizon. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and we will be back next week.